gonna lie, Connecticut in the mood for me, I'll say is in a mood where everything look good
Mhm.
if people could make the right moves together. And they don't even gotta be together like how we said together. It ain't even it's not even a bad thing, but it's like if people supported each other a little more, I felt like
That's a fact.
the move for Connecticut could be great.
Because I think we see what happens when we actually do support even just a little bit together. When we come together, that shit is dope.
Yeah, because you got certain people that's just like, man, I'm not gonna support this because I get it. You know,
My boy Richie said it best. Rappers don't support rappers because they like to be that. Everyone wants to be that it guy. And if they're not the it person, they're not gonna try to make somebody else that it person as well too. They don't understand when one win, everybody win.
That's
But
a
you have to play your role to win with that person and to start off with.
yeah, because I feel like in the end, everybody is nice in their own way.
I believe it.
You know,
As somebody who write, I look at artists like poetry. Like it's you expressing yourself through your art. That's
That's a
you.
fact.
So sometimes I look past how you're presenting it first always and hear actually what you're presenting.
what's your motives?
Exactly. What are you saying? What's the message behind it? Because most of the times if you get I know the fear ain't gonna fuck with that
For sure,
shit.
I put it down.
Yeah, but most of the times when you pay attention to people's message, they're not really saying shit. They have a chorus, but the whole hook, everything else after that is trash. Every verse is
The
trash.
message that's delivered is not
Yeah, it's not nothing there. Like you have a good fucking six
it's not
bars,
correlated to the hook.
not exact at all, at
I know
all.
what you're saying.
You're just making noise in between,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Mhm.
So, but I've because he knows I was biased as fuck when it came to music. Biased as hell. I was one of them people. No, I was J. Cole, Kendrick. You know, I had a but I still do it. A very particular musical taste. My diet for music is real different. But I've learned there's a lot of people who's in the same seriousness that I'm in right now, who's making quality music. They're going out of their time to make quality music. So I respect that. And the fact that they like when I listen to like Carlo Rossi, Smooth Haynes, Richie P, Don Z.O.P., some other names, like all of those people, when I listen to them and it mixed well with the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, the Ab Souls, and all, you don't have to skip it in between. You can play them all in the same playlist. To me,
And you can
you're
play them back on the
back
regular.
exactly. Like you could be on shuffle driving. You have a Kendrick song come up, then boom, you see a smooth song popping, but you don't change it because that shit just go with the vibe. That shit flow right, and it just set the mood. You know, it's with the tempo right. He put work. He put work into his shit,
That's a fact.
and I love. You can hear when people put work into their shit, especially when you're working yourself.
Work and pain.
And that's why I love that, yo. I love when people are fucking working, man. Especially when you're hungry for that shit, yo. Like my boy Tony, another good example. Tony Time.
Yeah, now I ain't even gonna lie. I just seen shout out to him. I just seen his little, what he got going on. I ain't
Tony-
been paying attention,
It's been
but
working,
he's
man.
been working, and I seen his little portfolio. Shout out to Tony. He definitely been working. He been doing his little thing.
I told him when he came up here, and I was like, yo, to be honest with you, bro, I wasn't a fan of your music when we first.
little vibe up, and
He know, and he's
got a
he
different.
knows how to
following
predict
going on.
trends.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't think
see
a
it.
lot of people give him that
Yeah.
much credit. He
Nah,
knows
but
how
they
to
not
predict
until
trends.
he make
So you
what
make
he's supposed to make up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
And he don't try to follow a
Yeah,
certain trend.
that's a fact.
He just I like what he called it, Langu,
Starboy.
Starboy.
Starboy. Shout out to Starboy.
I love Tony for what he doing, man. Cause I grew up with Tony. I went to elementary school
I
with
ain't gonna
Tony.
lie. I know about Tony. I don't really know him too much, but me and him grew up and we been around each other, play ball, this and that. But I see his transformation. I just seen it the other day, and I'm like, yo, it's crazy because I ain't never even think he was on the rapping base, but I know him a lot through Echo.
Okay,
So,
yes. He was
shout out to
partying.
Echo
He was
too.
partying back then.
Exactly,
He was a party
exactly,
boy.
exactly.
So he's already had that stepping stone in the community just from being the party person.
I didn't even go. If I'm not mistaken, it was probably like 2 days ago that I really like.
Really came across something like that.
And I'm like, oh shit, I ain't know he really been on rapping. This is
But he's bigger in other countries than he is
here.
here. But which is a lot of people here as well too. A lot of people from it, they're bigger in other places.
But that's how it go when you gonna get love outside the hood before you get it where you from.
That's facts.
Because a lot of people don't believe in you.
That's facts. That's definitely facts. Do you feel like your community love you?
I ain't gonna say my community, but I'll say a lot of people that I've been around on a daily basis, or interacted with throughout the years. Like, you see how it was easy for me to connect with you from somebody that I know him from 10, 15 years ago, and boom, he pull up, and it's that easy. I just pulled up. That's it's a connection. Some people not gonna vibe with it. Some people will.
That's
But
facts.
regardless of the situation, I'm gonna make sure show the love that's reciprocated. So that's how it go.
I wanted to get into something real quick. I just want to ask a quick question. Southside, where does Southside come from?
I was gonna save that for the
This is like the pre-show.
Hey,
It's the
it's
pre-show.
pre-show.
It's a
All
pre-show.
right, so Southside, more like a lot of me and my brothers from different neighborhoods of the South End, and everybody had their own little motion going on. Their own little thing, and everybody just came together. My boy Knox really was Southside, like this his brand. So we always gonna promote what's around us, and the way where everybody makes sure everybody got a little light to what they got going on.
Okay.
So Southside, it's been a thing beforehand. Give credit to where it's been, but when we all came about, that was like our new Southside.
I was gonna say, that's like
together.
It was just the South End.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Giving credit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the correlation to the South End? Is that
It's just
correlated
it's a couple different neighborhoods around the South End. That's just when we link up, it's a vibe. It ain't no you from there.
Okay,
Nah,
I got
you
you.
get what I'm saying?
So that's why you don't call it South End, in a sense.
It all depends on how you coming with it.
Okay,
Because there's a lot of people from the South End, but they not gonna say they be with the South Side. If
I
you
got
understand
you.
what
No,
I'm
I
saying.
got you. It's
get what I'm
it's a whole
saying?
separate movement that
Yeah.
just brings
The
people
unity.
together.
Yeah,
unity.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
So
You
you
see
don't
later?
you don't try to make one people under one brand. You just have to have
Exactly.
different brands come
Exactly.
together, just basically a network.
Exactly.
Okay, because it's like when you hear Southside, you automatically think of something on the West Coast or something like that.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
it's more say like you got the North End, is the South Side, but the South Side has got a little, we got a little movement as far as entertainment, music.
Okay.
We done did.
Culture is there.
Yeah.
The biking culture.
You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? We not really the biking culture, but
But
we got
they
bikes.
have a bike. They have
Yeah.
But
And we be around the people. Shout out to my boy Bless, rest in peace. You feel me? That's one. You feel me? Rest in peace to my boy. That was, one of the South End kings on the bikes. He just
is that a recent loss?
yeah,
A couple days ago.
Yeah, a couple days
Yeah,
ago.
I honestly I've seen a lot of my close friends posting that one too. So I know
don't
he
know.
had,
Yeah, we
he had big
outside
ties in the
campaign.
Yeah, we outside. Yeah.
Shout
My
out
boy
to my
Red
guy.
did a lot of the graphics for that shit.
Yeah, that was my boy, man. He did a couple of mine. I ain't dropped my shit yet, but he
Okay.
did a couple. That's my boy.
Hey, Red,
That's
your
your
Red
friend,
family, right?
Yeah,
that's
Red
your
family.
Yeah, that's
Honestly, I
my
think I
boy.
probably
That's
seen
my
it.
boy.
Honestly, Reg be having so much shit in the vault that if you look at his catalog, my nigga, it's phenomenal.
I already know. Between him being a
DJ, a
producer,
graphic design,
yeah, all
of
in
that.
one. Yeah,
This nigga
you
got
ain't lying.
all in one.
He be trying to squeeze in everything at once.
Nah, he don't try. That
But
nigga
do
do
that
it.
shit.
not try.
Yeah, he don't do
Not
it.
try.
He be getting burned out.
What I
but
mean
he
by
works.
try is he get everything done, but not how he really wanted it. Because
Yeah,
I
he's
know
still not satisfied.
He tell
with
me
it.
I don't heard him tell me his frustration. So
Nigga, that
not
nigga
like
be
he
up to like
don't,
4,
but
5,
he
7
be
o'clock
wanting
in
to
the
do
morning.
more.
Yeah, he do.
He be wanting to do
I used to
more
be in the
than
room
he
when
do.
we're just smoking.
And he don't
we just
realize
talking
like
about
the
all
shit that he doing now.
It's
He's
already
still,
great.
Exactly.
I think he realized it, but every true artist, when they want more, they're not gonna be. They're gonna give the credit to what's out right now, but they're always gonna want more.
That's a fact.
That's just the thing about being an artist and being a creative. You don't always enjoy what you create.
It's not satisfied.
Yeah,
You're not
but
satisfied
you're
with anything.
satisfied, but you could always feel like you could do more.
You
Because
definitely-
anytime you reach a
definitely
new
feel like
height, you start seeing something different.
you feel like everything is less.
Like,
It's like money.
I gotta have more.
You gotta do more.
Gotta have more of that.
It's
shit.
a feeling.
How long you been in doing the clothing?
So I've been doing the clothing since 2015. I originally wanted to start doing clothes when I was in Winter High School, 2010. when I don't know if you remember Brainiac. What was Malcolm?
Yeah,
When
facts.
Malcolm first
Shout out to
started,
Malcolm.
that
Oh,
I
yeah.
already like. It's crazy. One week I was like thinking about it. I had finally had the fashion designer class, and I'm like, yo, I could make my own clothes. I could, you feel me? And I'm like, yo, I'll make my own clothing line one day, but never had like Get Rich or Starve was never a thought. That was never alive. That wasn't a brand. But at the time, I'm like, I could probably make my own shit one day.
Facts.
Couple weeks come later, maybe a month or two. I want to say, I seen George pull up with the New York concept, crew neck, and I'm like, and mind you, crew necks at the time was a thing for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, like I could probably do this. But then I see George pull up, but I'm like, yo, this yours? He like, nah, this Malcolm's. So when I forever, I'm talking to George, and I'm like, yo, damn, that's crazy. I was literally just, I got fashion class. Long story short, he basically was like, you could do that whenever you want. All you got to do is just, come up with your logo. But fast forward, this maybe 4 years later, like 2014, I finally had some money, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just, try to put something together. I ended up paying somebody to make a logo for me. They made the logo. It ended up being Los. It ended up being this one right here. I don't know if you see this one, but it was the GROS over it.
On a black tee.
Yep. I ended up paying Los because he was a graphic designer at the time. So I paid him to do my first logo, and I slapped him on some shirts maybe a couple months later, and it was up from 2015. And I kind of slowed down 2.5, 3 years within doing it because I was like not focused on putting the money into the business as much as I should. Exactly, as much as I should have been.
Which is a lot of people downfall when they first start off.
And then, turn around 2, 3 years later, I'm like, you know what? Let me just give it a shot again. And since then, 1 year I opened up the store, and shout out to my boy. He went in with me. I had my other boy was supposed to go, but we, that's another story for later. That's another story for later.
It's always one of those stories.
But we ended up opening up the store, and everything's been going on. I make money out of the store. It's what it is. And for the past couple months, I kind of slowed down a little bit, just focusing on my brother. But once this is over, we're gonna go full throttle. And by the time the winter come, hopefully everybody that's been supporting or around to support, they ready for the next level, because we about to go on, a different, come the winter. That's what I'm really waiting for.
All gas, no motherfucking brakes.
You feel me?
Done know already, dog.
That's the best time.
Hold on, let me get into it real quick.
Shout out to all the supporters that's been supporting us since we opened up, since beforehand, whatever it is. Y'all been with us.
Coastin'. All my niggas, we coastin'. High grade, we smoking. On the highway, we rollin'. Crack a bottle, we toastin'.
Alright, so with that being said, man, we're officially here for the podcast. This is a long overdue one for Marquel. Yes, I said his full name.
How you gonna say my full name on a podcast? I mean, we say your full name
all the time.
Yeah,
so this is one of those. This is one of those dreams come true type of episodes when you have a platform and then you see other people doing their shit, but there's certain people that just stand out to you more than others. You can't always explain it, but certain people just stand out to you a little bit more. This is one of those people that stand out to Quell. It's like he had a different aura on him. And honestly, this is my first time really sitting talking to him. We pulled up to his shop not too long ago. Shout out to DJ Nate Nasty. Shout out to Don ZOP for the invite for that as well too. Go check that out. Please go check that out. Run the streams up. So it's my first time really just sitting and talking to him. And, I had to just had a conversation just so I can introduce this man properly, man. This man came in here smooth. He came in here suave. I like calm people. You can tell he's very chill. You can tell he's very easygoing. He'll make much fuss out of anything. But I get that vibe. He's very chill and he don't try to bother nobody. And I like that. I respect people like that, yo. But most of all, I could hear the hunger within that chillness too, man. I could tell this man has a dream. This man has something he wants to accomplish. It's not all about forcing it. It's not all about trying to do it just because you want it really bad. It's taking your time, figuring out how you want to go about it. And once you find the right way, anything that's meant for you is gonna happen. And he, just from having this conversation, I can tell he's a true example of that. He's not forcing anything that he want to do. He has a dream though, and a man with a dream is a powerful man,
Get rich or starve.
especially when he black.
You know that.
This man is trying to take shit over. We had a great conversation, but I'm gonna let y'all understand and hear where we're coming from, because in this building we only do nothing but great motherfucking personalities. And we have another one in here. With that, we have Smash from Get Rich or Starve. He's been in here before he even been in here. Shout out to Pooh for having Get Rich or Starve merch in here. Shout out to the live experience as well,
shout out
too.
to Pooh Lady.
You already know, man.
Get Rich or Starve,
We ain't
man.
here, man. So just
Feel
because
me?
the merch been in here, we had to get the man behind the merch. We had to understand what does it mean to get rich or starve. I
You
mean, we
feel
kind of
me?
get it, but what does it mean
You
to
gotta come
him?
feel the vibes real quick.
So what up, yo?
You ain't never think 50 was gonna come after you for that?
I ain't even gonna lie. When I thought about it, I'm just like, man, he had a different concept. Like, his shit was get rich or die trying. Like, my shit is just get rich or starve. Like, you got two options. His two options was get rich or die trying. Like, die trying, like, that's
I mean, he
his.
technically couldn't come after you.
Yeah, technically couldn't,
In no
Trust
way,
me.
shape, or form.
Shout out to the
And
trade.
he would have if he should have. 50 petty.
Shout out to the trademark system, because it's there. You feel me?
Shout out to that. How important is trademarking?
You had to go do that.
How important is that to trademarking?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really do the trademarking until me and my partner kind of went through something. But the LLC became first because that's what I learned. And then son woke me up when, we went through something. I'm just like, sometimes you gotta make sure
You're good.
Secure your shit.
shit like that.
So pretty much you're the idea driver behind a lot of the shit?
I ain't gonna discredit him.
Not to discredit at all.
No discredit. He was definitely a good, person, but just certain ways and shit. Just
Not every relationship is meant to go as far as...
that's
I
it.
feel like that. We always see the light for better things coming on, especially when we're trying to go forward as well, too. We're not going to let our friendship bother the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Never do
And
that.
that's what I had to stand on that part.
Because not all
that
friendships...
fucks up a lot of
that's
shit
it.
right
Yeah,
there.
you
That
feel
fucks up
me?
a lot of shit
So
right there.
outside of friendship, that's another thing. But the business was like I had to make sure I stand a little harder on that.
Yeah, I'm drinking this shit.
Is it good?
Yeah, it feel like it's going to get me hot and fucked up.
That whiskey ain't no joke. I think I might have to go on with y'all.
Oh, say less.
The whiskey.
I love that energy right there. I love that energy.
I mean, we on weed and whiskey, but my boys got to take a shot.
No,
with
they
me.
have to.
Amen.
Come on.
They have
'Cause
to.
they think they about to slide.
Nah.
See?
Niggas just don't sit there and just partake in conversation.
Hey,
Y'all niggas gonna get drunk too. What you think this is? This is a Jamaican home.
amen.
This is a Jamaican home. We don't come
Flex.
here and just
Live.
hey, wake your ass up, nigga.
D.
Y'all
let's
taking
go.
a shot, man.
Y'all taking a shot with us.
Yeah, take a blood clot shot.
We on a weed and whiskey
Take a
joint
blood
right
clot
now.
shot.
We gonna make these niggas
Take
turn
that
up.
shot because I got a question I want to ask. Since this shit been circulating,
All right.
we had a heated debate, no homo on the hard.
Before you do that, let me pour
yeah, take
up.
a shot because I want to
Nah,
ask
I ain't
this
gonna
question.
take the shot. I'm gonna
Not a
just
shot.
pour
Take
up.
a sip. Take a sip
I'm
out
just
of
pour
it.
up,
Yeah.
and then let me make sure my boys get right.
Yeah, figure out how
These
I
niggas-
actually niggas
Yo,
want
get
to
them. Nah,
come.
they need a cup.
Somebody
Nah,
had-
do they want? They need.
Yeah, I told them. Yeah.
Amen. If I'm doing it, they doing it.
You know
We
what?
about to get drunk together. They want to be. Not the Skittles. This nigga grabs Skittles, bro. Yo, this nigga is wild. This nigga grabbed Skittles before he grabbed the cup. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll take a little shot of some whiskey. Shout out the weed and whiskey joint. You feel me?
So, a woman in Texas gets pulled over in the HOV lane. She's pregnant. They gave her a ticket.
I ain't even gonna lie. If it was me, I'ma let her go.
She said that's two people in the car.
I mean, I'm giving respect to the fetus.
That's what I'm saying. So that's
I'm gonna give respect to the fetus. You feel me?
just
You
like
you can't not deny the fetus when she could catch a homicide for the fetus.
Fact.
You understand what I'm saying? Amen. And I'm not against it, but that's how it go. If it's in this, if they gonna charge you for it, then why you can't get the credit when you in the HOV?
You should get your taxes for it right away.
Amen.
What the pick?
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Aborted
women that's doing
No,
their thing.
no.
I'm with y'all. Yo, but all right, let's go. Where you at?
Everybody take their shot.
Everybody take their shot.
Yeah.
Toast up.
Toast to get rich and
Yes,
starve,
sir.
and we
Get
don't
rich
wish
and
you, man, for
starve,
coming
you
together,
feel me?
man. The family
Yes,
is
sir,
just
Cass, I
expanding,
see
man.
you, Papa.
You already know, man. Big drinks going. Big drinks of blood clot going,
You
man.
feel me?
Thanks,
Amen.
man. Yo,
There we
this one
go.
new too. I love this right here.
Feel me? That's
I love this
different.
right here. I love this.
Get rich
I
and
love
starve.
this. Oh.
I got the weed and whiskey.
Hell yeah, this shit feeling homey right now,
I ain't gonna
man.
lie, this shit type smooth. It's not even bad.
That's what I like. Don't get me hot and drunk.
Yeah, it's not even
That's
bad.
what it is, man. It's gonna make me bother somebody's
Okay.
daughter. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, sir.
All right, so everybody take their drink. I'm gonna ask this question because I've seen it been circulating a little bit around.
Talk to
If you know, it's because of Kevin Gates. If you having sex with somebody, you find out that's your cousin. Are you finishing?
If I find, but I'm gonna have to find out mid-sex is basically.
Yeah.
That's why I tried to.
How would you find out mid-sex? Cause I think I'm gonna be too into
All
it.
right, so let me ask the better question.
I
then.
mean, if I
If you
found
had
out
sex with a
before,
girl
then-
and you found out after you had sex with that's your cousin, you fucking her again?
No, hell no.
How would you feel after?
But I'm
if you
gonna
found out?
feel like it depends on how I found out. Like, you get what I'm saying? Honestly, like, because you can't.
What if she told you?
If she
Hey,
told me,
yo.
I think if she told me, I wouldn't even talk to her. Like,
Hey,
'cause
yo.
that'd be like, you knew, but you get what I'm saying?
I mean, is it bad that my first question is how far along down the cousin line is it?
Yeah, that'd be.
Is it first cousin, second
Yeah, that's,
cousin?
It don't matter.
that's more
Yeah.
like what it'll be.
Once you call me cousin, I don't know. It's
I've known somebody where I think it was like 12 cousins. They got married and had kids before.
Nah, that's wild. Married and have kids, that's bugged out.
Fucking cousins all the
Yo,
Yeah,
they do it. Incest
you feel
is
me?
a real thing.
Yeah,
Niggas are
it's
still
a real
doing
thing.
ancestry
Definitely
down
a
there.
real
Even in the South. Black people doing it, white people doing it. I don't know where they
Definitely in the
do it,
South.
but they doing it. I don't know.
Definitely in the South.
You doing
I
that
know.
shit.
I don't partake in it to follow where they do it enough. So I just know it happens.
Yeah, that's part.
But
that's,
even
that's
look at
definitely
even look
facts.
at even back at history. Niggas used to partake in ancestry regularly. That was a thing for them.
The royal family do that shit.
Hell yeah, that's why they say all of these
They
presidents
keep,
is
they
related.
keep their money in circulation.
They be fucking their cousins and shit.
That's disgusting, man.
Hey man,
I can't put my Willie in my own
it
cousin and then look at her the same after.
yo Willie.
Yeah, but that question was you have to find out mid would be.
Yeah, if you find out mid, like, what is your uncle busting into you? Nigga, that's your cousin. You
Your
finish it?
uncle. I mean,
Nigga, if y'all don't go bust in the room, what you doing anyway?
yeah, exactly.
Stop
I don't know because I wouldn't be living.
It's
with
a
my
family
uncle.
reunion, right?
See, a family reunion, that's a no-no.
Shit, niggas is
You
different.
can't be
nowadays.
but at a family reunion, you can't be doing that. at a
Everybody
family-
go.
All right, say it's a reunion of.
Exactly.
Everybody
Everybody is off limits.
Cause you don't know who is who. So don't do it.
It ain't even worth the try.
Yeah.
Cause at this point you at family reunion.
But you don't think niggas nowadays would actually try to do it though?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say my boys might not try, but I don't think personally I would try. Or boys gonna try at their own family. That's like me inviting my boys to the family reunion, but he like, yo, she look good, and I'm like, damn, who that? Cause I never seen her before.
I've known people like I have friends who's in that situation. It's like we all went to high school, did a whole freshman year together. After freshman year, they had a family reunion. Come to find out they're cousins.
Yeah, see, now that's a little,
Fucked up,
that's a lot. That's shit you gotta learn.
Who
in
do you
life.
blame that on?
The parents,
The daddy or the mom
parents.
or both?
Whoever
This the
side
part
of
about
the family.
this the part about the family supposed to be knowing.
Facts.
from
Yeah.
young.
Who you out here fucking
Who's-
and who got seeds out here?
But of course, you're not gonna learn who every family member is.
But that's the thing about
You
even
know,
about
unless
Hartford.
you actively a part of the family that's a part of the get-togethers and the vibes and the shit like that. Cause certain families don't even fuck with each other.
Yeah, some people just don't be
You
around.
feel me? Like we talking real life.
I don't know if we asked it. What does Get Rich or Stars actually stands for? Well, like, what's the meaning behind it?
So it's not necessarily when you say get rich or starve. I'm not gonna say necessarily it means money. It don't. It does not.
What's the values of get rich or starve?
You feel me? You could be up at any point, and no matter what it is, or you could be down at any point, and no matter what it is, whether you up, you getting rich. You get what I'm saying? No matter what it is.
So it's like a
Like,
mentality.
yeah, you get what I'm saying? More of a mentality thing. You get what I'm saying? Of course, money is always going to be the foresee objective of it. But behind it is more say like, whatever, you could come out. Like, I remember having nothing.
So with that being said,
And then-
I read a book where
Listen, when I say having nothing, I mean not just money.
nothing but knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
He was
know,
coming from
wisdom.
nothing.
You
So
get what
with
I'm
that being
saying?
said, right, I read a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I took from that was I ain't finished the book. I'm so lying. I ain't finished the book. But one of the things I took from it from my readings is when you work for money, you're poor.
My point.
When you have a craft that can bring money and you focus on the craft that's gonna bring you the money, that's when you're thinking rich.
That's when you're thinking like you don't have to work for anybody.
Because when you work, that's when you pay the most in taxes.
Yeah, because you could anybody that think that they're not surviving by the day that got their own little business. That's like if y'all was charging per day to come to the show.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's y'all
Bread
money.
and butter, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Outside of whether you choose to work a 9 to 5, because whatever you make, if y'all say y'all $100 a day and y'all spend $50 a day, that's
making
what
no money.
you're not making a lot of money,
But you're making
but
something.
in a sense of
But you made money to at least feed
Exactly.
yourself for the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, you made money to
Exactly.
at least feed yourself for the day.
and that's value.
That means
That's
something.
value.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That means I can actually take time out of my day, create something, and actually feed myself.
Exactly.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Because now you don't have
You're
to
not
wait that
getting-
2
you're
weeks,
not getting
that
rich
week,
by
right?
that.
To me,
Because at any day,
because that knowledge and the experience you do from putting that in, that puts your mindset in a different capacity of thinking.
Exactly.
So what is your thoughts on like people just surviving their life and living life 9 to 5? Strictly that.
See, the thing with the 9 to 5, there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. I'll never deny a 9 to 5 because, like, I sacrificed a lot for a 9 to 5. You feel me? Like, and I say that to say this is just, it's how you do it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5.
But don't do a 9
But
to 5 that's
don't
going to
do
kill
it
you on
and
the
slave
inside.
yourself to
Facts.
people that you will never get nothing in return for.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
what I
they'll
mean?
fire you and replace you the next day.
And that's the leap of faith that I mean by I don't knock nobody for doing a 9 to 5. All I know my mom to do is a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like Section A, all of the above. Like a 9 to 5 is what I know, what I came from. That was before I was selling CDs and DVDs. That was my second hustle.
So what's the
Working at
struggle
Dunkin'
meal to you?
Donuts.
What was the struggle meal to you?
Struggle meal to me was red hot sausages and some bread.
You put ketchup?
Nah, some wasn't putting no ketchup.
You ain't doing the fried bologna and bread?
Yeah, we used to do that sometimes.
You seasoning it up a little bit with your ramen noodles and all that?
Nah, I ain't do that. But
I still make that shit now.
it was straight, you feel me? It got the job done. But that's what I be by, you feel me? Growing up, I had to do shit like that.
Okay.
And I was surviving, but didn't know. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, damn, why I couldn't get fucking a hot steak or something for the day? Like, you know what I'm saying? But mind you, it's 10 kids in a house.
Facts.
Or 10 kids per 2 house
Facts.
going back and forth. Like,
Yeah, one person eats steak could feed the whole house.
exactly. You feel
Yeah,
me?
when you look at it like that, but you don't rationalize it like that when you're kids.
Nah,
Exactly.
When you're young, you don't think about that. You think of yourself.
Yourself. Exactly.
Yeah, you think of
Exactly.
yourself.
So now that I could provide for myself and do whatever it is that I want, it's like, that's still like, a little leeway in life, if that's what you want to call it.
At what point did you realize I have nothing when it comes to knowledge? Was there like a point, or was it a gradual, continuous things that graduated to you? Be like, I need to change the way I think.
Rest in peace to my uncle. I ain't gonna hold him. It was one time I was in 10th grade. I just went to Winter High. I came home from getting high one day at my boy Lo's crib, and my uncle asked me. He was like, I was working though at Dunkin' Donuts, and he asked me. He was like, it was a Friday. He was like, "Yo, let me get like $20 so I could get some soap and some dish detergent for the house." And I'm like, give you money out my paycheck that I like, but me not realizing like I'm living in his house. Like,
It's the least. That's actually asking for nothing right there.
But I'm young. Like,
Yeah, ignorant.
I'm like 17, 18 at the time. I'm like give you.
The world
like,
should give
money,
me
yeah.
something.
Like, fuck is you talking about? Like,
I'll
I'm
work
not
for
about to
this
give
money.
you shit. Like,
Yeah.
but overall, like, you feel me? I didn't realize it that day, but you know, growing up after he passed away, I realized like, damn, that little what he was trying to teach me was more like, what's $20 compared to me letting you live here? I let you eat here every day. I make sure you eat every day. Like, you
And
stay
because I'm
here.
making you doing
You
that,
get what
I
I'm
need
saying?
that $20 because of that.
Exactly. And he and
He
it's
would
not
never
that he
ask
didn't.
you
It's
for
not
that.
that he didn't have the $20.
He was just trying
He
to
was just
see,
trying
like,
to
can I?
test me
Yeah.
and see what my character was like.
And that's
And I
huge.
fell.
Yeah.
I fell.
Ethically.
At the time, I thought I was tough and cool because I'm like,
But that ain't cool.
Would you say you
$20.
man.
Yeah, this is my $20. I worked
Yeah.
hard for this shit.
But knowing you probably gonna spend it on weed.
And he knew that. That's why he tested me. That's why he tested me. I know.
That's a good
Because he
point.
see me
Yeah.
coming high, and he didn't want to. So he didn't want to say it. Like, yo, I know you high.
But is that are you? Do you have other intentions outside of you doing it? Can you still
Exactly.
hold your shit down
Exactly.
while still
Exactly.
doing
You
that?
got $20, bro?
Yeah, fact.
You ain't spending all your money
So
on weed?
that was what, like a couple years later, I ended up waking up and realizing, like, damn, like that's what he was like
Trying to teach you.
trying to teach me.
That's
So would you
deep.
say that's your greatest lesson? Right.
I think that was my greatest lesson learned in life. You know, because after he passed away, because that was like, he was the person that taught me my hustle drive. I was selling CDs and DVDs with him on the corner.
He was willing to be out there in the
on
trenches with
on
you.
the corner of Nelson and Maine and Westland and Maine.
Oh shit! He was in the trenches selling this shit,
Yeah,
man.
I was really 1 for 5, 3 for 10. Don't play around. We was cooking them things up at home in the basement like this. Swear to God.
So you make music yourself?
I mean, I used to do the music thing, but
Used
I don't
to.
really.
¿Qué pasa, mi amigo? ¿Qué pasa? What happened? I know it's the wrong translation, but it's okay. You got what I mean.
The music thing, I feel like I got too much shit to talk about. That's
Isn't that why you should do music?
nah.
So how do
yo.
you express those things you hold in?
Cause some shit just not for people to know.
But you just keep it in, bottled up.
You go to therapy?
Do you do therapy?
Nah,
Do you...
I don't do therapy and none of that. Maybe I should give it a shot one day. Shout out to my boy Splash. But I did do it. I
Say
ain't even
therapy,
going,
not
I'm
pussy.
bluffing. I did do therapy. I did maybe like 4 or 5 sessions with my boy. Shout out to my boy Splash. But you know, for the most part, I don't really be into the rapping thing. The rapping thing for me is like, I feel like I'm not too old to make it, but it's just not my cup of tea.
What about poetry?
Poetry, I used to be into that when I was a kid, but I still can't.
All I hear is used to.
Yeah, bro, I used to do a lot, bro.
What the fuck? Did you get old, nigga? You ain't even 30 yet.
Exactly.
You
That's
ain't
the
even
thing.
30.
You said it yourself.
I've
was
been
like,
exploring
creative,
many different talents, bro.
I get that.
Bro, listen, let me tell you
I
one
get
thing. I'm gonna
that.
tell you one thing, like I was telling my boy, bro. Before a lot of people was getting videos done, or you know, people that's one of your boys that's a cameraman. Bro, I was making my own videos back then.
So you was a YouTuber and all that before.
I
all that,
was
man.
doing that
Before niggas was lit.
2000, bro, it's on YouTube.
What was your YouTube channel name? What was the name of your name?
Bro, he was.
What was the name of it? Red Cup gang.
Bro, I went to school with him, bro.
Yeah,
Before
that
all,
too.
but bro,
It's-
it's not to discredit nobody and what they got going on.
So what the
But
fuck is
before
Red
all
Cup
of this,
gang? What was that? What was it about? What did your
That was
videos
just,
entail?
bro.
Though?
That's when I was on my music shit.
That's what. So you was doing music videos.
You
You
all
was
that.
doing like vlogs and shit like that.
All that, bro.
All right, you was ahead of your
All that.
time.
Yeah, I was doing that back then, and at that time, that's when I chose. I'm like, yo, I can't really do this too long. I gotta get some money.
Music
Because-
wasn't paying what it was needed to pay. So you had to
understand
find
what
that
I'm
next
saying?
lane.
You
It's a
get what I'm
hobby.
saying?
Okay. So
Like-
what else am I good at? What else can I tap in to bring in and pay the bills right now? Because it's like music,
Exactly.
making music
Exactly.
today, especially when you're just starting off, is in a sense
It
an
costs.
investment. And it's
It
an
costs.
investment.
Bro, you pull up to the
Bro.
studio, that shit running you at least like,
If you're doing niggas is charging a
you-
minimum of 2 hours.
exactly.
So you're probably
Yo,
doing
but-
like 60
if you want to buy a beat, you looking at $1.50
Easily.
Well, hold on. It's niggas out here making it off of YouTube and their cell phone.
Nah, that's a fact. There's niggas
YouTube
really
beats
is.
in their
Niggas
cell
really
phone.
is.
Some little kid in Austria made that shit, and he fucking getting rich now. Well, he ain't getting nothing because he put that shit on YouTube.
But he got something flowing.
Yeah, he got something flowing.
He got something flowing. That's how it go though.
So after, wait, what was I gonna say? Shit. Say something.
I was about to say. So, where has Get Rich or Starve gotten you to a place where you was like, all right, this is where I'm gonna stick to?
I would say when I opened up the store, I knew that I opened up the store within a year of me finally dropping clothes on my own without a partner, without anybody. And I knew, I'm like, yo, it's just about investing the money into what you got going on. So it was more of a thing like, let me see what I could do with what the people I know. I know too many people to not make something happen. You get what I'm
You're
saying?
a pussy ass nigga if you don't take
you get
advantage
what
of your
I'm saying?
resources.
Like, I know too many people, and
Facts.
I've never been the type to do people wrong. You get what I'm saying? Not even speaking so much on do you wrong, but
You don't throw people under the bus just to get ahead.
Yeah, not even more say that. Just more say like, anytime we around, like I'm a vibe. Like, all right, for instance, you might not like him. Y'all might not like each other, but if you come through with him and you come through with him and he came through with me, y'all just
It's
like,
the
you know
safe
what?
zone. It's like a safe zone. type of
Fuck
thing.
it. Even though I know this nigga be on some offy shit.
At this moment right now, I
You
rock with
good,
it.
yeah.
You know, maybe outside of this, I'm gonna dap you up, but because you came with some valid other people, I fuck with you. You get a little,
it's just,
you get a little pass for the
peace,
moment.
Peace.
Yeah, but to me, it's all about having
I
honor.
always like to be the light of that
Yeah.
because sometimes it can get nasty.
And plus, to me, there's no
You feel
need.
me?
There's no need for lives.
Some motherfuckers give me headaches and shit. Shout out to them niggas.
There's no need for
You know
lives to
who
get
they
taken,
is.
though. There's no need for lives to get taken over petty
You
shit.
feel me? That's what I don't
Never.
want. You feel me?
It should never get to
But
that point.
that's what I don't want. I don't want that because sometimes some people don't
And that's what it
realize.
leads to, because they're ignorant and
might-
feel like they have to
in-
defend themselves to that
In the
degree.
sense of what y'all got going
Niggas'
on,
egos.
look, in the sense of what y'all got going on, it's gonna be my fault.
Facts, since you got blood on your hands now, because you initiated it just from bringing them together.
Oh, it was at his spot, or
Like
it
if you
was
ain't bring me
because
there, I
he
wouldn't have
pulled up
it.
to go see him,
Facts.
and
Yeah.
like
Because you're in the
don't-
mix now. There's no way you're not involved.
Exactly.
You're a
feel me?
middleman
So,
into that shit.
it be shit like that. That's still a risk. That's
But to me, this shows that you have integrity as a man. It shows that you have honor as a man, because as much as because we can personally not fuck with somebody as much as we want to for any goddamn reason. That's on us. Nobody can
That's
hold
a
you for
fact.
that. Nobody
That's a
can
fact.
put you down for not fucking with somebody. Because
Nobody can tell you how to react.
Jamaicans have a saying, they would not like you just because their spirits don't like you.
Amen.
Spirit will take you.
Just because my
Amen.
spirits don't take on to you, I can't like
Yeah,
you.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's
So,
a fact. That's a fact.
I understand when people be like, I just don't like home. I get it. I'm not gonna sit here like,
Yeah.
hey, I get it, my
Can't be
nigga.
mad at you.
Because
Definitely
sometimes
can't be
you
mad
just
at
see certain shit in other people that other people just don't see.
that I didn't experience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get what.
But I'm
what
not
you
gonna
went
let
through.
my experience influence your experience at the same time. So I like to separate that. But but at the end of the day, it should never get to the point
Shout
where
out
we
to
have
all
to
my
lose
guys,
another body, because
everybody on the line.
it's tough out here. Because we have white people taking our lives every single day, and now they can, in a sense, rationalize that because we're taking each other's lives. We should try to eliminate them even having that leverage. You know, not even argue with the fact that they shouldn't use it. If we could eliminate the fact that they can't even you bring it up as an argument anymore, then to me, if you're gonna solve certain issues, you have to solve different issues first.
That's a fact.
Because you're not gonna just get peace overnight. Go ahead.
One thing I saw about you speaking of that shit, like solving issues, you did something on your Instagram story that I saw. You took care of this kid you saw.
Shout out to my boy.
You still in touch with him?
Yeah, he just you remember Melody from high school?
Mm-hmm.
She just hit me up a couple days ago and she was like, "Yo, that kid that you posted, what's his information so I could hit him up. I got a pair of shoes for him." And she gave him, I think, like a pair of Yeezys, like the latest Yeezys that just came out though. She wanted to sell them, but she was like, she pulled up to him, gave him the shoes, and he was basically telling her like, "Yo, like." He asked me, he tried to get me to sell, like get him to sell weed, but I can't do it in my heart. That's not me.
Selling weed is not for everybody.
Like, you get what I'm saying? He's still a young, you feel me?
Okay, like I said, you have integrity, dog. I like that, yo.
By the grace of God, like, you know what I'm saying? He don't gotta do that. Look, like, she just hit me up. So that money that you think you gotta hustle for to buy it, like, I got somebody that's willing to just give you. You get what I'm saying? So he don't know that he blessed because he hit me up right after she hit him. He was like, "Yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate it." He didn't ask me about the weed no more, but he asked her. But I didn't never respond to him because I'm just like, as much as I would love to, I just can't because I met you in a different type of way, and I gotta keep it like that.
Facts.
You feel me?
What made you do that though? Like, why would you like? I'm gonna just help this kid out. Like,
all right, so I'm driving. I'm leaving my shop. I forgot where I'm going. I'm going somewhere, but I'm driving down Ledger Street, the opposite end of where my garage is, and I see this kid on a bike. I thought he was an adult at first on a bike at a distance. But when I get closer, I realize, I'm like, yo, this is a little ass kid. Like he collecting cans, like, mind you. So I'm thinking he like at least like 19, 20.
how old was he?
Bro, he was like 17.
Oh, word.
So I'm like, I pull over. I'm like, yo, stop collecting cans. I think I gave him like $35. That's all I had on. I was like, yo, just take this. And I gave him the address to my shop. But I posted about it. I didn't post him. I just posted like, damn, how I just seen this kid, collecting cans. So it's crazy how it works because I told the kid, I'm like, yo, tomorrow come to my shop at 10 o'clock. And I got some shoes, some clothes, and some shit to give you. Yeah. And I'll give you a little job to do. So
he's still employed?
Huh?
He's still employed?
Yeah. So he still, he tried to look for me that day, but couldn't find the garage. 2 or 3 days later, my boy that's a mailman, he hit me up like, yo, you know that kid you posted about? I see him collecting cans on, I think it's South or Brown Street. He seen him collecting cans on South or Brown, and he like, yo, I just asked him, did he pull up to go see you? And he like, nah, I've been trying to find him, but I can't find his garage. So I gave him the address. Exactly. So I gave my boy the address. I'm like, yo, just put this in his GPS and tell him to come to the GPS where it bring him.
Right.
So he came where the GPS was, and then from there, gave him some clothes and made sure he was straight. But, I couldn't really see myself giving him no weed. I'm like, shit, bro.
You would have felt bad?
I mean, not even really feel bad, but I just don't want to see your life going something different. You already...
Just because of me. You don't want to facilitate certain things.
He don't even got his card to be out here. Like, legal.
Oh, yeah. So you don't want him to... Yeah, so that's basically...
Yeah, so,
Yeah, yo, nigga. You have great foresight, bro.
If he was a little,
Nigga,
born over
what
here
have
or
you been
something,
through in
maybe
life?
he would've
What
got
have
him
you been
right.
through in life that gives you such great foresight, my nigga? For you to perceive these things before it even happened.
I ain't even gonna lie, I done been through it all. Whatever you.
That's what I'm thinking, like,
you can name.
cause it's like you're one of them people, like, you didn't even 30, my nigga. You sound like you going in your 40s looking at these young niggas like, well, man, don't go that direction because it's gonna lead to this. And, you know? That's what it sounds like. You're so old, yo.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I done been through it all, so it don't matter what it is.
You been through these bitches too?
How'd you know? Yo, this is why we're good about it. That was gonna be my next question. How the bitches been treating you since, the brand is up?
Huh?
I can say it again. How the bitches been treating you since the brand been up? Are you single, first of all? Because I don't want to get you in trouble. with
Yeah,
that
I'm
shit.
single right
Alright,
now.
cool. So
Are
how
you
the
looking?
bitches-
Are you looking?
I'm not really looking.
So you just fucking bitches. All right, bet. Say less.
Yeah, I ain't into that, I guess.
I like living through
That's
other
what we
people.
gonna go. Huh?
I like living through other people. I like to listen to other people's stories because it's fun.
All right.
Nah, but that shit is real life. You
I'm about to
feel
get
me?
ignorant.
That shit is real life.
Don't change the subject. I'm about to get ignorant. I just gotta take a shot.
Nah, do your thing. Do what you gotta do.
This is gonna be ignorant as fuck. I've never
Listen,
went
do
to
your
this
thing.
direction
Do your
before.
thing.
So have you noticed that the percentage in pussy have gone up a little bit, or
The
I'm
pussy
not-
ratio.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna say because of the brand, the pussy rate went up. Because it doesn't really matter about the brand when it comes to that. Because sometimes, you know what I'm
That
saying?
is.
Even the people you fuck with not gonna wear your shit loudly.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So unless it's to that extent,
yeah,
you'll know the difference.
Facts.
Some
yeah.
people might do it in favor of they want their other nigga to be mad.
Or petty shit.
You know? So
Petty drives. Petty
it
drives.
all depends on the basis of it when you get into description. You feel me? But I'm not gonna say the brand is what that I don't feel like that shit has no play in
Getting pussy.
more pussy.
All right, bet. So speaking on the topic of pussy, right? Have you ever had a threesome?
Nah, never.
Would you?
I ain't even gonna lie, I was supposed to. I was supposed to.
Damn, this just got better.
I didn't expect that answer.
Shout out to them.
She canceled.
I mean,
How did you
she
miss out on the
canceled,
threesome?
but the other girl didn't.
So it just became a twosome.
No, because I ended up seeing the other girl on a separate note.
Oh, you had to set that up again though.
Because
So they
I had
both
to
got
see
fucked.
if it was really real or not.
They both got fucked, but just
Yeah.
they're separate. Pussy clot.
Amen.
That's kind of late. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Huh?
That's kind of late for him. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nah, the question I was gonna go. All right, I'm still gonna go there, right? So if you're gonna have a threesome, right? Would you have? Nah, it's not even a fair question that you never even had a threesome.
Yeah, you feel me? That's why I said shout
But
out
I'm
to
still
them
gonna
because
ask
it
you,
was
though, just for
supposed
the
to
hell
go
of it.
down, but it
All right,
didn't.
boom, right? If there's a girl that hits you that she's trying to have a threesome with you, right? But the person that she's trying to have a threesome with turns out to be a transsexual.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa.
All right.
This is not even a topic.
All right. I wanted to
Whoa.
go there because I knew your answer was gonna be that, but I wanted to go there. But how do you feel about a lot of these niggas being on the down low on these streets out here?
See,
man?
I ain't gonna lie. That's where the girls be talking about they friends that's gay, be talking about niggas is on the low, and I don't want to be mentioned,
So you try not to end up on these sites where they expose.
Nah, I don't got nothing to do with that gay shit. That don't got shit to do with me.
Yo.
Amen. But
but there's people
you
out
said
there.
about the gay community on the down
No,
low.
but my only issue
There's
with it
niggas
is,
in the hood that's really on the down
Down
low.
low.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
and it's a
You're
common
right.
thing. It's not like I'm sitting here saying shit that's a me. That's a common
No,
fucking
it's a
thing.
common thing. It's kind of
And-
like you hear the
What
girls
do you
talk
call
about.
them?
Yeah, I call like. Oh, you want to hear my name for that?
Yeah, what do you call?
I call them.
like
I call them pum pum polluters.
Hey yo, hey yo.
Nah, because you know, these niggas they will go do their thing with a man and just go pollute the pum pum after.
Oh my god. This nigga said they know they gonna pollute the poom poom after. This nigga, wow. Damn, so they ain't have enough busting Johnny down.
Because you know that.
That's
Johnny
wild.
down there.
That's wild. That's wild.
My boy called them greedy.
That's wild. That's
That is greedy.
That's greedy.
yeah. That's come on, man. That's greedy. You gotta pick one. You know,
Not both.
Not both.
Not both.
Yeah.
You can't like, all right, cool. You but shorty now. I'm not even saying that's not in the sense of as long as you clean your eyes, wash your balls, you feel me? You get what I'm saying? But a shorty, you bust two shorties down, cool. But you went and bust shorty down and bust him. Whoa. It's a different ball game now.
Literally.
Either or, however it go, that's not how it's supposed to go. Amen.
But my only fear with that is because
Nigga,
now
stick to
when
the- stick
she
to
get
the
fed up
young
with that
lady.
nigga, she get fed up with that nigga now. She gonna come fuck with
Nah,
somebody
but he
else.
not comfortable with himself. He got to do something about himself. Because
Yeah, I
at
think
this
so.
point,
Most of these
at
niggas
this-
ain't.
Yeah, nah. But at this point, he got to do something with himself. Because that's not right.
Do
That's
something.
not supposed to. That's not supposed to be in his blood.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Like at this point, you might as well be a transvestite, something like that. Whatever you want to call it, but bruh, you're wildin'.
I ain't heard that word in a long ass time, man.
No disrespect to them neither. Don't come on my body. I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm just saying, ladies just gotta chill. Don't be doing too much. You feel me?
Listen, I was.
We already gotta worry about the shorties mad because you messing with shorty and shorty. Why a girl gotta worry about a nigga doing shorty and him?
Then nigga, you call your boy.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and you don't know.
I'm about to go to my nigga house.
Listen, I
Like,
ain't,
and then you trying to vouch for the nigga too, and you don't know, low key. You don't really know what's going on,
No.
but you over here, no, that's my nigga. I trust him. Shit like
he
that.
would do that. He would do that. I know him. I know
wanna be in
him.
that boat.
Yeah,
Yo,
because most of the times these bitches be looking at us like, you don't know that nigga?
And it be the girls that'll tell you what they gay friend is saying. And they gay friend is 9 times out of 10 not lying.
Nigga, 10 times out of 10. Yo, this is one thing I learned when it comes to about gay people exposing people, especially when they mad about that
It's
shit.
real.
It's real, my nigga. And most of the times they got proof. Most of the times they got proof. Listen,
all right, well,
I had an older. When I used to work at the airport, there's this older man. He was a gay dude who worked at the airlines, right? So all the times when the airport was slow, we would sit and talk. A homie used to tell me, nigga, them niggas in Puerto Rico, pussy clout dog. They got their wife and kids at home. Been married for like 20 years, my nigga. 20 years, dog.
Hey, yo.
But you want to know what make it worse? I don't know if it worse is the word, but to add to that,
that is definitely worse.
the wives be knowing.
Yeah,
But think about it though. You've been with a nigga
that's
for
probably how they
fucking.
getting paid.
You've been with a nigga
9
since
times
you was
out
a
of 10.
teenager, and he's taking care of your kids and you. You're good. He's not making sure you're not publicly shamed out here. You think they
He
gonna
just
pick up
going on
blame?
little vacations with whoop dee woo and whoop
for
dee
extended
woo.
periods of
With
time.
Johnny. That nigga Johnny.
That nigga Johnny.
Going on vacation with.
Yeah, Johnny Bravo.
Man, yo, listen, if your man say he got a friend named Johnny, don't do it.
Yo, fuck with Johnny Bravo now.
Yeah, hey, don't fuck with Johnny Bravo.
It might be that.
Nah, Johnny Bravo was a fucking pimp.
Nah,
He
Johnny
just ain't getting
Bravo
no
was that
pussy.
nigga. I fuck with Johnny
just ain't
Bravo.
getting no
I used to
pussy.
watch him from
Yeah.
time to time, but that wasn't my cup of tea because I wasn't Cartoon Network.
But Johnny
like
Bravo,
cartoons?
Johnny Bravo
Nah, I
was
ain't
us at
fuck with Cartoon
21.
Network.
Nah,
Cartoon
what?
Network wasn't really.
Nigga, Johnny Bravo was us in our early 20s, bro. As
Yeah,
teenagers.
but
that was us.
I couldn't fuck with him. His style
Yeah, like,
and
bro-
character, that
Was it the hair?
body shape, form, and shit like that.
Big, the top was big, the bottom
that
was
wasn't
little.
it for me. It should be like, nah, he out of shape and shit. They trying to make this nigga look like something. He just relax.
He looked like a girl with all titties and no
Yeah,
ass.
but he was kind of one of the first characters that like had style.
He
Like,
did.
Yeah.
I had some flavor to that nigga.
but it wasn't like
It wasn't
too
it.
much. Too much. Like
What was your favorite cartoon growing up?
my favorite cartoon growing up, I ain't gonna hold you, probably had to be Hey Arnold. Cause it was a lifetime thing for me.
You really like Dan Arnold?
Hey, Arnold was good, man.
Hey Arnold was good. It
That
was
was
a
a good-
lifetime thing for me.
Yeah, facts. A lot of people say that.
That's how about for start ranking people. You got a football shit like that.
Pass always making it
Yeah, always getting by.
What
Whatever
if-
problem they was going through.
What if Stewie is just a baby Arnold?
That's Stewie.
They both
I
got a
don't
football
know.
head.
Stewie run shit.
Stewie definitely runs shit. Stewie definitely runs shit.
But Stu was evil at first, and then he
but
just turned
that's
into a
the
button
character. The character that
Respect to everybody. That's all good.
they perceive him to be is more, say, like, grumpy if you gotta get there. Not if you gotta get there, you already there.
Do you feel like life
already
make a
there.
lot of
What are
people
you gonna say
depressed?
to
Do
me?
you feel like life defeats a lot of people to the point it depressed them?
It depends on how you going about it.
Elaborate.
When I say that as far as what do you got going on in life? Do you got meaning behind your life, or you just see what you got going on that there's nothing going on in life?
What does failure mean to you?
Honestly, isn't failure is I could fail today, but I could succeed tomorrow.
So failure doesn't mean stop.
It means keep trying.
What is the biggest lesson being an entrepreneur that you learned? What is the best lesson that you've taken from being an entrepreneur so far?
The biggest lesson on that is, I'll say, never let people that you think is trying to help you win is really for you. Because they just want to see you fall. You feel me?
Have you experienced that personally?
Yes.
How have you handled it?
I just spent my money correctly.
Good answer.
You feel me?
What does investing in yourself mean?
I say that to say this. I didn't have to owe them people.
Okay. So with that being said, how
I'm
can you
spending my money up front before
you sell something?
Yeah, and I'm going more than the average.
Okay.
If that means more, say, taking a leap of faith.
Would you say you're happy?
Yeah, I'm not in competition with nobody, so I'm always happy. Cause my grind pace is different. Whenever I pop out, I make a stance and a statement with it.
What does happiness mean to you specifically? Like, how do you go about finding your happiness?
For the most part, as long as my son good and he in good spirits, I don't really got much to offer unless it's towards my brain.
Have you ever cried over your kids?
Nah, not yet.
I definitely have.
Not yet. I ain't gonna lie, not yet.
Have you ever
Even
watched it?
seeing my son, I watched my son
You
be
was there
born.
too?
Yeah, I was
That's
there.
a crazy ass
Watching
experience.
my son be born, I still ain't cried, but it was still like a moment where it was like life, like, to really witness what I went through, but knowing like, damn, like,
That's yours too.
yeah. So I ain't cried, but I ain't even feel. And my son ain't make me cry yet. I don't think my son probably gonna make me cry until he actually probably graduate high school or something like that. Yeah, cause he just I knew before my son was born that my son was gonna be like a split image of me, but better. So it's like everything I see him do now is like not expected, but I knew
it because you did the same exact.
Nah, I didn't do the same. He do more than what I was doing. You get what I'm saying? But not really on the expectation, but just knowing, like, I could make better. Like, if I'm who I am, I know my son's going to be better than me. You get what I'm saying? Right. And just seeing 4 years of his life and how he transitioned is just a thing where it's like, you
didn't grow.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
A couple days before he was one, he
started
started walking. Nah, I'm all right. I'm straight. I got the ginger ale. Couple days before he was one, he started walking.
Okay.
What is one of your proudest moments of being a dad so far?
One of the proudest moments of being a dad, I ain't even gonna lie. I would say just overall, just watching him grow. But on the same note, seeing him being able to talk the way he talked.
That's how I feel too, bro.
Because if you hear him talk, sometimes you'll be like, "How do you know this?"
Facts. Where did you learn?
Like
this
where,
from?
like,
Who
and
taught you that?
like the other day, he told me. He said that. He said, "I remember this house. It looks like my grandmother's house." And to hear him say, "I remember this house, but it looks like my grandmother's house," and the houses, apartment buildings actually look the same. So I'm like, his memory's good. Like he's always
And
had
he
good
knows
memory.
exactly what he's seeing.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it'd be
Yeah.
like
So you see
damn.
the little. Bro,
You
I
get what
love
I'm
your
saying?
foresight, my nigga. Your foresight is phenomenal, dog. Like, not a lot of people have great foresight to them. Like, not a lot of people have great hindsight to them. But but your foresight is phenomenal. I think that alone is gonna make you successful in just not even just in just life, honestly. Because the fact that you can see certain things, you don't try to put yourself in situations that's gonna leave your conscience feel tainted.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I think that's important because if we have more people like that, it's not like you can't have your fun out here, but you just have to know how far you go with certain shit. You have to have honor within certain things. You have to have boundaries in certain things. Because as a man, you can't just be out here just doing any and everything. Because there's kids that look up to you without even you realizing it, yo.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
They're watching the things
Your
that you
kids
do.
look up to you.
Facts.
That's a fact.
And if you're okay with your kids turning out with how you turn out, then, that's a different story, yo.
It's definitely a different story.
So shout out to all my black dads out here. This is why I like to shout out all my black dads, because I hear stories like this. Quell like to live through me ignorantly, vicariously, but I live through y'all as dads vicariously, dog. Because shit, I'm trying to bust into a bitch and not pull out, my nigga. That's what I'm trying to get at, yo.
Though. It's
Just
about
do
that
it.
time.
That's what I say, yo.
If
man.
you was born,
Nah, I can't be like Nike and just do it, my nigga.
If you was born in the 90s at any point, right now is your time to shine.
Shit.
Cause
Baby mom, that's trying to be my girl and trying to find something. Let me bust in you,
hey,
please.
yo, listen, in the next 3-4 years, it might be getting slow.
Do you want to know one of the main...
Yo, listen, with the way technology
But that's
and
not
the
what
way
scares
of
me.
girls
Facts.
is aging today.
But it's not. It's the fact that you might not know who's still a girl.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. It might be slow.
Between
in
all
a
of these
couple years.
procedures and all of that, they might even become infertile.
Yo, but you better pick you
Yeah,
one.
that's scary as fuck. Don't say that.
Yo,
But
listen.
nigga,
That's a bad thing.
Bro,
That's a bad thing. That's scary. Don't say
you
that
better
shit. That's
pick you
my
one.
nigga, there aren't. I hate to say it, my nigga, but a lot of these
I've been trying
people
to tell my
choose
boy
to be
over
on birth
here in the
control,
corner,
my
you
nigga.
better pick him one and get ready. He
It's
been
hard,
capping.
it's hard to just pick you one because it's like, what if you pick you one? It's like, damn, I shouldn't have picked that. Like I've seen family members get women pregnant, money, and I've seen the shit that they have to go through because they have kids with them. You
Yeah,
can't
but
just
that's
walk
because they
away.
picked the wrong.
But that's why I don't want to just
in
pick.
reality, some girls just pick niggas that got money and don't pick niggas that got money and character.
Facts.
That's the thing that be.
Facts.
Niggas don't got no character.
And it don't even gotta be money. You could just have character without the money until they get
Because
the
sometimes
money.
the right bitch make the money
But
come
if
with
they
the
got
character.
then they understand, and that don't just gotta be character like, oh, character funny. Nah, I'm talking about character. They got character for kids. They got character. It's all role play
Facts.
in certain areas of life.
So
You get what I'm saying?
does gender roles?
Could they switch up? Could they switch up when it's time to be there for theirs?
And then my thing is, when I leave my child with you, are you still teaching them good morals?
And teaching
you
them
have
morals,
morals?
teaching them morals, and not more say just teaching them morals, but also being a guidance to certain things that we wasn't exposed to.
Mm-hmm.
You
You
feel me?
already even been through it already, so you already know.
And then
Would
you
you go
know
back-
what you've been through. Sometimes you don't have the good memory to understand every situation you've been through with your parent,
Facts.
but you know certain
The
situations
overall
you've been through.
gist. of
You
it.
know if they've been there, if they haven't.
And what it
You
means
know
to be there.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And the little shit that counts.
It's always the little
There's
shit that
little
counts.
shit, little shit that counts.
The fact that you show up to
Always.
games, the shit that you can buy the favorite toy.
Like I
Those
didn't
little
know-
things.
Being a dad,
Listen,
yo.
most importantly is the memories you behold behind.
They can
Facts.
they can actually look back and you were there.
Facts.
They can actually think about, oh, my dad was there when I was doing that. Oh, my dad was there.
Yo, the craziest thing to me, what happened when I became a dad is like I just started thinking about how could you not want to be a dad?
I mean, you can't honestly. One thing I'm always say is, you can't always blame the dad as us ever becoming a dad
Some
or being
niggas
a
really are
dad.
not ready.
Listen,
No, I
listen,
get you.
listen. As us becoming a dad or being a dad, because the generation of women that come from seeing what evolved in the past 10 to 15 years. Not saying that the man is always correct.
There's no one There's no one
Because
person to
9
throw blame
times
on.
out of 10 that the child is born from the woman,
The man determines the
some
sex.
men never have the up one to call the shots.
That's why it's women's choice.
And when the women have the up one to call the shots, us as men, young, older, whether it's our first or our third, we might not know how to control the defense of that situation. And you put yourself in the back end where now you got to play defense and offense.
But there be niggas out here that do this with kids that they have that are certain of theirs, and this is a planned thing, maybe. Not even a planned thing. This is something that you knew could happen, and you took the response. You took. The fuck am I trying to say? I'm hot as shit, man. You took that. You took that chance. You did it, and you just like, nah, man, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that.
He lost. He's complete. He don't know where he was going no more.
I forgot.
He don't know where he was going no more.
What do you mean? Halfway.
Would you get back with your baby mother for the sake of your child?
This nigga crazy, yo.
Wait, I didn't want to laugh. I was trying to say that serious.
Listen, if there's plans and partnership and goals and priorities and everything align, amen.
All right, bet. So, all right, on the flip side then, right? If your baby mother is dating another guy seriously and decides to introduce your son to that guy, how important it is for you to meet that guy?
It's definitely important because I've been that guy on the other side. And I'm gonna tell you this. This is why I gave credit when I was on the other side.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shout out to that and shout out to them.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. If you're coming around my child, you have to at least gotta know who you are.
But one thing I never did was play the role to be like, let's say for instance I date you. All right, cool, I date you, you got kids. Don't switch up on your baby father and what y'all got going on, because we did. What y'all got going on is between y'all.
Y'all still gotta raise this
you
child.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm
not coming to take over his job.
Me now as baby father / old side nigga, whatever you want to call it,
got some history to it.
History, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna respect the background of knowing. Yeah, now they live together, cause there's nothing you can unless you gonna say you mine and I'm gonna stay there. You can't disclose that. You get what I'm saying? You can't disclose that at no cost because it's always gonna be up to her.
And also, as the guy who's been there, never try to replace the dad, even if they're not involved.
Not exactly.
Even if they're not involved.
Exactly. Even if they not. Because once you take that stand, you got to take that shit for life.
And then if it don't work out,
that nigga was mad at you, he could be mad at you.
Listen.
That's
why I was able to get up out of my situation up at peace, because I always respected the fact that they still had a dad.
Yes, even if they're not trying to be involved, they're still your dad.
Like they're my own.
And they're never gonna miss you the way they miss their dad was there as well too.
It's not my job to discipline.
Exactly.
But the Jamaican in me says otherwise. Yeah. That's all I look at. That's all I look at.
And it don't gotta be discipline me. I won't be disciplined to put hands.
No, never put hands. Never physical. Never physical. But hear me out.
Verbally.
If I'm deciding to work something out with a child's mother and I'm trying to have a future with them, have a house with them and all of that, I'm not raising no Bud Brook picnic, dog. I'm not. There's no way you can say you came from my roof and you have no manners.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You're
That's
making
why
a
I'm not
spot
gonna
there.
got me.
Nah, that's just me, my nigga. There's no way because at the end of the day, you come home to my home. People see you walking through my front door.
Yeah.
So you disrespect somebody on that street, it's back to me.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Now they looking at me, you can't control
At
your
least
house.
you gonna teach him. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like, there's no, and to me, it's like at the end of the day, yo, if I'm gonna involve myself with a woman, I still have to place some type of disciplinary
That's a
in
fact.
their
As
life.
you should. That's a fact.
Because
That's
I'm
a
not
fact.
gonna have your kids out here
Especially
doing
if
dumb
they
shit.
coming home and they going home where you at.
Exactly.
Amen. That's,
I'm helping raising you. Like I said, I'm never gonna put my hands on
yeah, that's a fact.
another
Other
person's
people's
child.
kids, yeah.
Verbally,
But I'm gonna have that
amen.
conversation with you. I'm gonna
And you gonna check her.
yes.
Come here. Let me let you
Yeah, we're
know.
gonna be like, no, this is how
This
we're
how
gonna
we gonna
do
do
it.
it.
I mean, I know.
And if you feel some type, let me know so we could
I be on
accommodate.
the same. Yeah, exactly. Did I go too far?
Let me know.
And then
Amen.
also, when it comes to being verbally disciplined as well too, have that conversation with the mother of how far you can go.
Yeah.
You know, there's limits when it comes to verbal discipline as well
What is
too.
comfortable with you?
Exactly.
See, what I do, I let her go first. I do a little add-ons. You gotta do a little add-ons. Like, yeah, so it's
Nah,
like
but
all she's saying
sometimes-
is you just gotta get your stuff together.
But sometimes some mothers not gonna want you to do the add-ons
know,
because they
yeah.
not gonna do the discipline from the start because they so comfortable
With you being their
that's
man.
my baby.
Facts.
You know what I
Facts.
mean, that's
Can't
my
fuck with
baby.
my
Facts.
baby. I don't give a
Because
fuck.
they didn't have the man there to have that disciplinary action. They didn't expect
You know?
somebody to take over.
Or somebody to say, "Yo,
So they're
stop!
gonna
Don't do
coddle it.
that.
Yes.
You're not supposed to do that. Just sit down, relax." And they like, "Go ahead, play around, do what you do, break the table if you want, whatever."
So do you believe it's important for your kids to understand certain struggles at certain ages before it reaches a certain degree? I'm not saying full blown just let your child cry and just ignore that motherfucker.
No,
I
I
ain't
ain't
saying all
gonna
that.
say that, but I'll say when my son gets of age to learn and comprehend a little more, I will teach him a little more about certain examples of life and things that I've been through. So as he grow, whether he keep it as a keynote in his head from the beginning, but because I know he has visual, he has a visual and a listening, like good visual and listening comprehension skills. So I know as he get older, if he's able to remember things that I teach him by the time he's 6, 7, because when he turned 5, one thing that I want to do is try to start him his own business, even if it's just.
I was actually gonna ask that. I was gonna say,
business that's
is he an employee on your business
no,
right now?
not now. But I want him to have his own. And when he turned 5 years old, I want to try to start him not really just on a business adventure, but more of a learning experience. You get what I'm saying? So it'll be a business tip for him because he's young, but a learning experience.
So with that being said, how important it is for you to balance him having an actual childhood at the same time?
For the most part, that's never a problem because no matter whether he's with me, his mom, or his grandmother, or around my siblings, he always is in the kid's nature.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So it's never to where he's.
You feel like you're being robbed at this child. 'Cause I think that's important.
No matter where he's at, he's around people that he could vibe with. And even when he's with me at my shop, 9 times out of 10 when he's with me, he's at my shop. And he knows the people that comes in, the people that comes out. He's already ready. What's up?
Right.
Like, you know.
So another thing with that being said, because Quell mentioned this the other day too. How important is it for your friends to prioritize your kids too?
Let me explain that
go
though,
to
because that actually is a good thing. I thought about it on the spot because it was my son's birthday, but it wasn't like nothing like just because I wanted people to say happy birthday to my son. But it was just something I thought about, like all my friends, even him. I come over here one day, here. I was at Walmart. I saw this for your daughter. Feel me? Like it's shit like that makes friends a different level. Like I can really count on you. Like you ain't just think about me. You thought about the people I love too. So how important is that to you?
Honestly, I'm not even going to put it in my perspective because I know, honestly, my son has his own relationship with people.
Mm-hmm.
So I know my son is just like me.
Facts.
For instance, he probably came around maybe like a year and a half ago, right?
Mhm.
He know me, but he don't know my son like he know me.
Yeah.
But my son, when he see him, he says, "What's up?" Everybody
He's
that he
building
Yeah,
a
know,
facts.
relationship.
you know, he
Yeah.
got his
So
own
you allow
relationship.
your son to cultivate his own relationship
Exactly.
with the people around him.
Exactly. So he's gonna manifest whatever he builds on his own.
And he's gonna learn through
But
that.
because he's my son and he's around certain people,
He knows.
he got the experience and the opportunity to explore his own talents and whatever you want to call it. Because certain kids could just be like there's certain people that walk in my shop and they might come up to my son and be like, "Give me that," but my son might not give you that.
because he'll fuck with you.
Yeah.
Not really because he don't fuck with you.
Energy,
He just don't know your energy.
Yeah,
But people that he know,
he give them that.
but that's just him wanting to be, you
He's
know,
feeling his own environment. He's
exploring
learning on his own.
exactly. But the people that he know, I read it off the muscle. He don't give them no problem,
Because you understand
Straight
it
up,
on a
yeah.
different level.
you know. And he bought him some shoes. You get what I'm saying? But I know our relationship is good, but it's more off the basis of my son. The relationship that my son will give you, that's like me and your son, and your son, every time I see him, he give me dap, and then I know it's his birthday. It's like, yeah, I fuck with you,
Yeah.
but nigga, I fuck with your son, because every
different.
time
facts.
he show me love.
Exactly.
He showed
Like,
me
Yep.
love. Exactly.
it's different for a little kid to show you love
right?
and remember
I
to
went
show you
I
love.
went to his house the other day, right?
Oh yeah.
I pulled up just to drop off some liquor and shit. Right? I pulled up in the parking lot. Out the window, his son said, "What a hey, Shane."
What's good?
Nigga, that
Like,
shit threw me the fuck off because that's his first time
speaking out
ever
loud,
speaking
type.
and saying my name.
Exactly.
Because when I was always with him, I'd be like, "Yo, what up, MJ? What up?" I'm trying to give him dap, all of that. He would shrug me off, but I never take it personal. As an adult,
know,
you should
you
never
never take it personal.
exactly.
That's
You
how it
never
is.
take it personal because a
Exactly,
kid have their
kids,
own way
yeah.
of feeling out their
That's fact,
environment.
that's fact.
But me, because I learned from my niece. My niece, when she was born, she never gravitated to me right away like my nephews did.
That's like my little sister.
Yeah, but I never be like. But I always told her every time she pushed me away, I'm like, it's okay. I'm gonna love you
one
still.
One day.
Yeah, I'm gonna love you still.
facts.
Ain't when
One
nobody
day
love
you
you,
gonna-
you know I'm gonna be here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I used to always tell her, now my niece, now she get older and can like comprehend shit.
Now she know what it
she
is.
loves me.
She love you exactly.
Because of that subconscious thought, because she knows I was always saying those things.
She was like,
So
"Damn,
like
I
when I
used
was
to be
doing
mean to the uncle."
exactly, but nah, she's still mean to me. She hit me. My niece, she's the youngest of mainly boys, bro. She
that's
is
what's up,
aggressive, yo.
That's what's
She'll
up.
see me and she start kicking me just to see what she can get away with, yo. But I love it, yo. But when a kid actually acknowledge you, it's a different feeling, you know. When you're an adult
And
and,
they
the kid,
know who you
yeah,
is. And you know
yo,
Kids just be
kinda
mad.
hard.
yeah.
The kids are mad honest too. So if they don't really fuck with
But
you,
they don't fuck with
they
you.
would
you
they'll
know?
tell straight.
That's how it goes.
Some of them will tell you like,
nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good.
go with you.
To me, when a child put their head in their mom titties, they don't fuck with you.
That's
off.
a fact.
That's off rip.
Yo,
That's
see,
off rip.
I know we talked about lives not being lost and stuff like this, but this cricket gonna have to die because it's the third cricket that came in this podcast to you. It fucked up.
No, I don't think it's inside.
It's not
Something
inside,
like
trust
that.
It don't matter. I'm about to go outside.
Sound like
All
it's
crickets.
outside.
Death to all crickets. Fuck Peter.
What's your future for Get Rich or Star? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm thinking about having a house and a couple properties somewhere.
Okay, so that's personal goals. Okay.
Or a nice little business running.
So you want
behind
something
Get Rich or
outside.
Star.
You want to get something outside of
Behind
Get
Get
Rich.
Rich or Starve. Because
Okay.
everything is that I do, regardless
need
of what,
multiple
is gonna
incomes.
have Get Rich or Starve on it.
It's
Fact.
more
You
than.
get what
It's
I'm
not
saying?
just
It's
a
not-
clothing
yeah.
brand. It's a
It's
company.
gonna go
it's a
further
movement.
than
It's
what
an
it's
umbrella.
supposed to be.
Would you ever sell Get Rich or Stuff?
Nah. There's no need to, because I don't, regardless of what, if I don't got it, my guy's gonna hold it down. If they not holding it down, my son gonna hold it down. You get what I'm saying? Until time
generational.
come of what it's supposed to be. This is what it's always gonna be, something that's forever to remember. You get what I'm saying? And something that's forever to live on.
Do you see yourself? Do you see it becoming a franchise?
Yeah.
want
But
to
that's
franchise
but
it?
honestly,
Do you want
that's
to
not what
franchise
I'm
it?
focused on.
Yeah, that's what I was
If
gonna
it
say.
happens, it happens. That's how I see it. I feel like if it happens, it happens. But for the most part, franchise is not what I'm focused on because I got too many people behind me locally to worry about a franchise.
So what? Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, what is one thing you wish you would have did when it comes to your stuff?
One thing I wish I would have did when it came to Get Rich or Stuff. That's kind of a tricky one, cause I've had opportunities for a lot of things, and I feel like I've done just about enough. I ain't do the most, but I've done just about enough as a person and a business person to explore whatever I was doing as a person or business person.
You just enjoying the journey.
Exactly. You feel me?
I feel like a lot of times.
I feel like whatever comes along with a line of where I'm going and the flow of rotation happens how it happens.
Facts.
I don't know about y'all, but I know where I see myself with this fucking podcast.
Yeah, well, I know where we about to be.
I see myself as
Top
being
5, baby.
that motherfucking nigga.
Top 3.
That's a fact.
I want to be able when I'm recording. I want titties right across from me the whole fucking time.
I don't know.
That's
if
a
my wife
fact.
will.
That's what I want.
I don't know if I could do that. Real titties.
It's okay. They don't always have to be real.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They don't always gotta be real.
We can have
you
we
want
got
them
real
titties
titties every
in
once
the
in a
front.
while.
Yeah,
That's
can't
cool. I
wait.
think that's
Shout out to the natural women that's out here. We still love and appreciate you because I like my woman cellulite.
nice titty model.
Ooh.
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Standing there just chilling,
We can call her the tit
setting the
mod.
vibe right.
We call her the tit mod.
Smoking drink tit mod.
The tit mod.
That's all I know about.
I like them.
That's how you
I
gotta
like
get
them
in trouble.
natural.
I'm thinking about you, bro. I'm being a good friend. You can just be like, baby, it's just a tit mod.
You're right.
Good.
Foresight.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Basically, it's foresight.
Think about these type of things, man. I'm trying to be a good friend, you know?
I hear you.
What's Mac without the cheese, without the airbender, bro?
Man, I get what you're saying.
You pick up what I'm putting down?
I don't know. It is what it is. Just know life is great.
How do you feel about polygamy?
I ain't never had one. So I really don't know. You feel me? I wish one of my bitches was a bitch or some shit like that. But
Are you open to a polygamous relationship?
if one of my bitches say yes, fuck it.
All right.
I'm with it.
If a girl wants you to be part of her polygamous
Nah.
relationship,
I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta approve of it. But it has to be a girl. Like
Two
you
women.
can't. Yeah, 2 women.
do you feel like a threesome with 2 guys is a train?
I'm not doing that.
I didn't ask you that. I
I'm
asked you.
saying.
I actually do consider it to be a train.
I guess if that's what they call it, you might as well.
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable having sex with another girl.
I don't
another
feel
dude.
like I'm not comfortable having sex with another guy unless
Yeah.
I'm about to hit it and then she go over there.
Or I leave the room.
Unless, feel me, it is what it is right now. I'm with you and you with her and you with her friend and I'm with
You
her
do an
friend.
orgy?
Nah, cause 9 times out of 10, certain girls. I mean, I'm just speaking from experience. I don't know girls to be open to be like, yo, let's switch.
All right, would you do a cuckold?
What is it? Is that?
Yo.
What the
The fact that he lied. You know what
You like, what's that?
Nah, I'm about to tell you.
I'm straight.
Niggas be
I
watching.
knew someone in this
Niggas
room
be
was gonna know what
watching.
it is.
Niggas be watching their girls get fucked by other dudes.
Oh no.
Most likely it's when a white guy let his girl
I had
get
this
fucked by a black
conversation
guy.
a little few weeks ago, but I'm straight. I'm not doing that. Like
It's
you
a
feel
lot-
me?
No, I'm
Motherfucker,
saying so you wouldn't fuck another guy's wife.
I would, but for him to watch, like
You're not gonna let him watch?
Like I don't think I'm comfortable for that. Like I'll just
That's
like
not
for
right.
that. I'll get your number and you gonna want to do it any other time.
You can
I love.
record it and y'all can watch it on a
Like,
separate occasion or some shit like that.
Shit like that.
Would you have sex in a public room for people to watch you?
It depends
Yo,
on
what the
how much involved.
VIP, love
Depends on,
boutique. They have
depends
a
on how
room for
much
that.
money involved. If we talk about,
So you do porn.
yeah, I would, but it depends on how much money is involved. So that's basically like selling. I mean, my value is a little different. It just depends, like I said,
The value of you, the value of your dick.
the value of everything. Me being on camera, period.
Nah, my value of my dick and the value of me is two different values.
Nah, I don't know. That's not my conversation.
That's just me.
It's not
Those
my
are two different things
conversation.
depending on the conversation we going with.
Yeah,
I'm just
but-
letting bitches know.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
letting bitches
I'm not doing it unless the money is right. The shorties.
Nah,
gotta
because
be
the reason
top notch,
I
and
can't
they
get
gotta
into
be-
porn because sometimes they want you to do shit that you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's why it depends on what you want and what's the value.
Would you do a homemade porn?
The shorties already done got that before.
So you on Pornhub.com?
Nah, we not doing porn.
Oh, you got your own website.
Nah, we not on nothing.
What?
Nigga,
what?
nothing.
They say sex is profitable.
Yeah, but that's
Sex sells.
another world. I'm
Why not
in
actually
that
sell
world.
sex?
You know what else sells?
I don't want to enter that world.
What if you put a mask on?
I'm not. I mean, maybe, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe you might got me. You might got me.
All right.
But it gotta be worth it. It gotta be damn near $150, $200 a video. Maybe 300 or something like that.
300 a video?
But that gotta
You
be
spoke
her.
like
She
you
do
did
whatever
this
she
shit
wanna do.
before. You did this shit, bro?
Honestly, I'm honestly doing at least
Yeah.
500 a video plus a percentage of the streams.
That's cool.
$500?
Plus, honestly, to me, it's 1,000. But the reason why I respect the porn game is because they do checks on everybody before they do all of this shit. That's the one thing I respect about
What you
it.
mean
just-
checks?
STD checks.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah, they make sure everybody's clean before they just go raw dog another bitch.
I know I couldn't do it because I'm not going.
I would do it just to fuck Roxy Rhinos.
It's gonna go by in a couple minutes.
That's straight.
It's gonna be done,
I'm
bro.
doing it for the memory, not for the money.
Exactly. So fuck the porn.
You getting a haircut?
Nah, that was my brother getting the top.
Oh shit. How many tats you got?
I'm like 7.
How old was you when you got your first?
Yeah, I was 16.
I remember I was 14. I went to this thing, cricket. It's not cricket.
Yeah,
I ain't going.
I went to Angel.
I went to Angel.
Yeah,
Yo.
exactly.
I took the bus.
Exactly.
All right, let's get into that real quick
we'll
before we
see.
close out real quick. Angel was that nigga that did almost everybody's first tattoo if you're a certain age out here.
No, Angel this one.
Do you think it's true when they said that he gave somebody AIDS to his needles?
Honestly, I don't know. It wasn't me, and I ain't got AIDS, so that was what fucked up on for me.
But the
But that was after I got my shit, so that's why.
Years
it
after.
did, yeah.
no, but the
years after.
the nerve-wracking thing for me is
It was Cricket that I heard that got the AIDS. It
Really?
wasn't- yeah.
don't say that because I got mine from cricket.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I don't got AIDS though, so I'm good.
I only
Yeah,
had one. I only got
I'm
one
good, too.
tattoo.
I already been got two.
I got. Oh yeah, you got yours are real young. Yeah, I got my mom names on me, man.
Hey man, my mom's. That's my first one by
Yeah, that's
Angel.
my first one right here. My mom's name.
Right on the chair.
Yeah, R.I.P. to my
Third
mom,
floor.
man. I did my shit watching Sports Center.
Fuck you mean?
It's all good, man. Thank you. Do you have anything else you want to close out with, man?
No, I just want to thank you for coming here.
Yeah, nah, yeah, no more than appreciate
This
it
is
for
legend-
putting me up.
You made dreams come true tonight. I'm just gonna say that, to be honest. You know what I realized about us, yo? Before we go out, you just made us realize that. To be honest with you, we've matured as a podcast.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
No,
Nothing
like this
wrong
is
with
what I
that.
mean by that, bro. I used to be ignorant as shit on here.
Nerd.
Yeah, the shit that I used to bring up, the conversations that I had, but we had somebody on here that's just called me out, and ever since then I haven't been the same.
Who that?
It was Tanae we had on here. She called me out.
Tunisian?
She the makeup artist Tanae. I don't know. Other,
Monet?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Other,
Monet?
I don't know other names she's go by. I didn't even ask her.
Actually, I don't know her real name.
Just look.
I meet a lot of people here, and I remember them. I remember her.
Oh, I usually ask people
She was
their
a
real name.
bitch.
That's the one person I've ever asked their real name. That's
I actually had to think about
Then
myself.
why did she call you
No,
out?
because I was like, I used to bring up like a lot, because I'm very misogynistic, so I was being a man, and she was like, she didn't want to have those type of conversations, so I felt bad. I felt bad. I felt like I wasn't being a gentleman. I feel like I wasn't considering the things that she wanted to talk about. The fact that she took the time to come here to speak with us, I should at least have a conversation to make her feel comfortable.
Oh,
And ever since then, I haven't been able to tap into my ignorant side again. But with that being said, this podcast is definitely meant for white people now. White people can definitely listen to us right now and then just be like, no, we're talking. But in and on top of that, they're hearing the message of black people.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Everybody we had on here is pretty much black people, to be honest with you, and they're hearing us for our true, authentic selves.
We had one white person on this podcast.
Yeah, we didn't. So it's like the fact that
we did have one.
the fact that they
Chase
can.
on here.
Oh yeah, but it was a co-host, a co-guest.
Yeah.
But the fact that they can hear
Thai
us,
boy.
Yeah.
the fact that they can hear us like speak the way we speak and hear our conversation, hear our stories, and actually knowing that it's not always ignorant in a sense, you know that we can be humans as well too. That's one thing that I'm proud of my podcast is. As much as we be ignorant, a lot of people do take positive things from us.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot
a
of
fact.
people do like the fact that we can comfortably just be who we are. A lot of people, like me, I had somebody said to us, it was at your studio actually. Somebody was like, yo, you're the one nigga that I never unfollow, my nigga, because you're always posting something positive.
That's a fact.
And
Got something going on.
and in my head, right, I don't intentionally post positive shit.
But that's a message in your head.
Yeah, like I never intentionally be like, this is what I'm posting this to be I never do that. I just literally, when I'm going through my moods, I post what gets me up. I post what I'm
Yeah,
going
it's a
through. and shit.
message
Like, I'm
in
just
your
being
head.
real.
You're relating.
It is, but the
Relating.
fact that people are taking that as a positive message, it made me reevaluate just how I'm moving in life. You know, it just made me, just me having plans, being a gardener and shit like that, it just made me be like, I'm growing to be a whole different person. So that's part of the reason it's hard for me to even tap into those type of conversations as well too. Because that's not my daily life no more. I'm not seeing those type of things. Yes, I still love ass. Yes, I still love watch bitches twerking, always.
Amen.
So, with that being said, where can they find you on Instagram and everywhere else?
On Instagram, you can find me at Get Rich or Starve Smash or Get Rich or Starve CL on Instagram. You can find my boy Flex.
Oh, we gonna network
I'm
after
just
this. Trust me,
right.
we gonna definitely
My
network.
boy
after this.
Live. Ant Live 860.
His hair give him an extra 4 inches.
Yeah,
He's 6'4".
yeah,
He
so-
5'7", but he really 6'1" with the hair.
we ain't playing around. We got a couple weeks left before we start going back into action.
And honestly, Get Rich or Starve is one of those clothing lines that's actually making waves in our community and actually doing something and actually making great quality content graphics. They're not just making shit just to make shit. They're putting time into the graphics that they make. To them,
It's quality.
it have their message to them. And if you actually hear this story and take the time to understand where they're coming from and where they're trying to go, you will see exactly what their clothing mean to them. And to be honest with you, after today, I have to get something richer, Get Rich or Starve in my closet after this. So I'm gonna be putting that on my bucket list of things to do within the next week. So I'm gonna be getting the merch from that as well too. So
At the embassy.
up there with 1990 something, you guys are now honestly,
That's my boy. Shout out
you
to
guys are
Joe
now honestly
Banger.
one of my top favorite designers from here as well. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
anybody
we
who
did a collab
make-
too a couple months ago.
anybody who make time to come through in here, my nigga, is family to us.
He came through.
Oh yeah,
Word,
we had
that's
Joe
my
on here.
boy.
We
Yeah,
had
that's
Joe
my
on here.
boy, man.
Yo, I've been thinking about it, my nigga. But our resume for people we had on here,
Hey, you got a nice little list.
Yo,
You got a nice
kinda
little
crazy.
list.
and if you hear the people we got coming up,
That's what's
y'all
up.
niggas know
That's what's up.
I'm him.
That's what's up.
We that nigga.
I'm about to say, nigga, me too.
I had to speak for me real quick.
Alright.
I got my zone.
Talk your shit, bro.
Yeah, so go check out the website, weedandwhiskeypod.com. Follow us on Instagram at Weed and Whiskey Podcast, whiskey with an E. Facebook, Weed and Whiskey Podcast. Please subscribe to our YouTube, Weed and Whiskey Podcast. You can see the faces, you can hear the laughs and all of that. And please follow Get Rich or Starve. You heard the shit dropped already as well too. If you need to hear it again, just rewind the motherfucking shit. You already know the deal. Thank you, my friend, for coming through. You are now part of the family, like I said. You are now supported. We're gonna try to propel you when we get propelled ourselves too. Anywhere we go, you're gonna be taken with us as well too. And we need people to start seeing some shit. That's why I gotta cop some shit from you as well too, dog.
Amen.
Anytime you have anything coming up, please let us know. Any way we can support. Yeah, any way we can
You know.
support in any way, even a share, my nigga. I've learned our shares actually do some shit.
Yeah,
So
that's a fact. That's
I've
fact.
learned that
Shares
firsthand.
always, reach
Yeah.
somebody eye.
no, I'm gonna say this because I'm proud, right? I had my boy come on here, right? I know he's my boy, but it was my first time meeting him as an artist. He came on here. He debuted a song on here for the first time. We premiered it on the podcast. Everything. I actually had somebody DM us and everything. Was like, oh, I actually like this song because you guys previewed it on your story before, and now I got it in my story and I like it. So because of that, I know we bring value. I know the simple
To
fact.
somebody like.
No, imagine for the people who didn't say nothing.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I always think about the people who didn't say
keep an
nothing.
eye. And the people that say something mean a lot.
Exactly. So I appreciate the people who say something because it just makes you think about the people who didn't say something.
Yeah, and it means something to somebody to
Exactly.
say
That
something.
one person there, at least one person listened to it.
And now they're gonna
That's
tell
all
their
I needed
friends.
to get across to.
And now they're gonna tell their friends because they actually genuinely fuck with.
That's right.
So that's why I said, even if it's just a share from us, anything we can do to help bring your brand to a level bigger than where it's already at, because I know you're not content with everything that's at, even though it's far already, my nigga. You've done a great job with everything that you do. Anytime you get, I'm being cocky, but anytime you get one of our eyes, that means you're doing something, bro. We're not people who go out of our ways just to feel like people they're that nigga.
Yeah, that's
We pay attention to people who doing shit.
Yeah, nah, that's my boy. I know Mark Carson.
Hey, like I said, nigga,
I was about to say,
he never spoke about you like that's your like. Not to say that he never spoke about you. That's my boy.
I speak about
He
people.
speak about you like nigga. I gotta have him. Like,
But this is the thing about this is right. So like I don't like to do that. I don't like to call out people like that. Like I'm not a person that's gonna be like, yeah, that's my nigga. Like yo, feel me? We get him on. I know you already. So it is when I see you, you
It's
already
no
know the
vibe.
vibe.
Exactly,
Like it's
exactly.
not even like it's no words. So
Yeah.
when I see people doing this shit, I love that shit. Like I love people that I known from young. We grow up like we doing something that we want to do.
Exactly.
So when I
With
see
no
people
shame.
like that, let's-
facts.
No
With
shame
no
at all.
shame.
We don't give a fuck about nothing.
Man.
We gotta do our own shit. We gotta try to make it our own way. So when I see that shit, I love it.
That's why I hope the best for
Salute.
you, my dog, and I hope nothing but guidance and blessings for you. Thank you for coming through. Thank all your homies for coming through. We gonna check your shit out as well too, cause we're gonna
Shout
network
out
after
to
this.
Weed
Thank you for
Whiskey.
coming too, bro.
You feel me?
So, grab her by the pussy with consent. Have a great one, guys.
Peace.